Hi everyone, I'm Liam. I work at Team Cycles. This is Wheel Talk, our new series where we give you no nonsense advice on cycle products. We'll be grading products from S to D tier. You're probably wondering why the S goes before the A. S means shu, which is excellent, or shubarashi in Japanese. Then got A, B, C, D, bit like grading system at school. I got a D in English and didn't get any A's, so that's why I work at a bike shop. Get a proper job, stick in at school, eat your vegetables, brush your teeth. Feel free to comment and engage with us. Click the like button, the bell button, the subscribe button, the buy button. All the buttons. These are my opinions. You know, you may hold a product very dear to your heart, but let's get into this. Let's talk lube. Gross. So first we're going to cover some chain lube. We sell quite a lot of chain lube here. Last time I counted was 25 different types, but I'll show you some favorites and break it down for you. So you'll see here, there's a selection of lubricants. We've got from wet to dry, and we've got some special ones in there as well. First up is wet lube. It's thick, it's designed for the worst of conditions. These tend to be oil-based. They'll have a rust inhibitor inside of them, and it's designed to work in a variety of temperatures, conditions. So pros, they'll keep your chain oiled in the worst conditions. There are cons. It can be a dirt magnet if used too liberally. Yeah, use it sparingly. If you are going to be using this, you're most likely going to clean your bike more often. We're going to rate this C. Dry lube. On the other hand, it's a much cleaner oil. In cleaner conditions or a road cyclist, this is the one to go for. They tend to be wax or ceramic based. This isn't going to hold up as well. It's not going to hold a candle up. Do you get it? Because it's a pun, because it's wax. Yeah. If it's wet, salty or windy out there, what's wintry? Winty? I'll leave. The downside, if it's salty or wet, it's not going to hold up as well. A neat trick that the ceramic series has is a little dye in the oil itself, and you get this little UV pen. So you can check if you've got sufficient lubricant by holding the UV light over your chain. So yeah, really good feature. Again, if you're new to bike maintenance, this is really handy to use. We're going to rate this a B. So we've got some more specialist oils. So designed for racing, you know, they've got a lower coefficient of friction. They're going to forego things like dyes, or they're going to go for things like rust inhibitors in order to make the chain move faster. So if you're pursuing watts, you're going to look for something like this. Roadies tend to love these because they tend to tinker. So if you look after your bike and you want to go fast, these are to go for. So a special mention to pre-wax chains. This is a brand new chain steeped in a special paraffin wax. In an effort to keep the coefficient of friction lower, this forgoes any form of rust inhibitor. This forgoes any form of rust inhibitor. Once you're ready to clean, you're gonna have to get this all off and re-dip the chain. So this is a special process. If you want something easier, traditional lubricants are the one to go for. So we're going to stick the Ceramic Speed and Euroflow stuff in A. Before we get into my favorite oil, let's go ask the team what they think. Let's get out there. No. Welcome to BuzzFeed. So James, what's your favorite chain oil?
Phoenix, all conditions.
And why is that?
Just put it on once every time you ride, and it doesn't clag up too much.
Nice.
Keeps it nice and quiet.
What's your favorite chain oil?
What's my favourite chain oil?
Yes, that was the question.
It's got to be Phoenix, all conditions.
Yeah?
It's the cleanest chain oil in the game. That's why.
I'm sensing a theme. Let's ask the gaff. What's your favourite chain oil?
Choice of two for me. I'd go Phoenix All Condition for gravel bike and cross. Just seems to last a bit longer and runs nice and clean in those conditions. Road bike, something a little bit lighter. I'd go Morgan Blue Race Oil.
Very nice. Do you detect a pattern? We've already asked you, the most important man to ask, what's your favourite chain oil?
It's got to be Phoenix All Condition Lube.
And why's that?
It's not as sticky as other lubes, doesn't draw in any debris or as much debris as many of the lubes out there. And I find it's quite synthetic in regard moving parts. It's really good.
Okay, so it's pretty unanimous. This is the shop's favourite oil, my favourite oil as well. It's an all conditions oil. It sits somewhere between wet and dry in terms of viscosity. So a bit like Goldilocks and the Three Bears, this sits right in the middle. It's just right. we'll show you how to properly oil a chain. Let's go up to the workshop. Okay, so we're with Lewis. He's going to go us through of how to best oil your chain. What do we do?
Ideally, if your chain is full of debris off the road, I would ideally clean it first. Some drivetrain cleaner, get all the excess particles off the chain. The more particles on the chain, the quicker the chain will wear down. Even if you add more oil, the more and more oil you add, it's not always a good thing. So workshop-wise, I use it very sparingly, and different people have different methods of applying it directly to the chain. I normally put it onto a glove and use my hands to applicate the oil throughout the chain and get the chain moving. And I'll show you how to do it. I'll get my glove. That's lubed, ready to go.
Okay, so next we're going to cover some more maintenance products, starting with the Muc-Off Ultimate Kit. If you're new to bike maintenance, then this product is great. It covers all the cleaning tools necessary to get you started. We've got a video on our TikTok and Instagram of Lucy and Matty attempting to use one of these. I've not seen it. They either made a good job of it or they mucked it up. So in this kit, you get all the stuff you'll need to start cleaning your bike and doing some basic maintenance. Starting with the Nano Cleaner, Bike Protect, Drivetrain Cleaner, and some wet lube. You'll also get a series of cleaning sponges, cloth, got a bike wash brush, detailer, 2-prong brush. This one's really good, the claw brush, which is good for getting in all the nooks and crannies on your drivetrain. This is workshop quality. If you don't intend to store all these bits in the box, this will be great for storing your tools if you're just starting off your collection. Again, you've got a little box here, store your little odds and ends, screws, bolts, spares you'll acquire as you build your kit up. This is definitely an A-tier product. So we've got a smaller kit from Muc-Off. We've got a 5-brush and 3-brush set. So just smaller versions of the Ultimate Kit. Most importantly, you get the claw brush inside both of them. But if you don't need a box, then these are great. So we're gonna call this B and C. So next up, we've got the chain keepers from Morgan Blue. So these are great to be used as a dummy cassette when the wheel's out the bike, so you can clean your chain easier. Again, you could put this in if you're transporting the bike, you need to compact everything down, and you've obviously got wheels stored in one compartment of your bag. Yeah, these are great, cheap, effective, well executed. So just because of how simple they are and effective they are and how cheap they are, this is definitely gonna be an A-tier product for both. But depending on your bike, if you've got a more modern bike, you're most likely going to use this one, Yekshimej. Okay, so we've got the Muc-Off Drivetrain Cleaner. Does what it says on the tin. It smells like olives. Yeah, good product, B tier. Right, squeeze it a little bit.
A little bit.
I think it smells like olives, but we're not here to
Discuss the smells.
discuss the smells. Next up, we've got the HCB1 from Muc-Off. So it's a corrosion barrier. So if you anticipate your bike's going to be in the worst conditions and you want to protect things like your battery contacts or your drivetrain components, then yeah, this is a good little product to use purely for keeping water out. So your motor, battery contacts, all those nooks and crannies on your frame where you want to sort of prevent debris or moisture getting in, this is the product for you. This is going into B. So we've got some more products here, stuff that you might find around the house that you might be tempted to use to work on your bike. Toothbrushes, I get it, they'll get into all the nooks and crannies. You could maybe even do that to try and clean the chain, but it's not really going to get into all the fine crevices that you'll need to actually get all the dirt out. As the name suggests, it's probably best used as a toothbrush. Butter knives. I see all too often people use these as tyre levers. I mean, they'll get the tyre off, they're also going to leave some horrible marks on your nice new bike, or again, if you've got carbon wheels, it's going to score the hell out of them, yeah. Use some tyre levers. 3-in-1 oil. I'm pretty sure everyone's grandma and granddad will have a can of this somewhere in the shed. It's good for general use. It even says it's good for bikes on the back, but it's a lie. It's more of a penetrant than an oil, and because of it, the solution is porous, so it leaves you open to attracting dust. And if there's existing chain oil on there, it'll just turn it to black. Yeah, use a proper chain oil. Use it for your door hinges. So we're just going to go ahead and chuck all this in D tier. Okay, so next up we've got a selection of motor cleaning and lubricant products. Not for me, bit uninspired. The cleaning system's easy enough to follow. They do a 1, 2 and 3 stage system, but not for me. Let's just say they're not going to follow us on LinkedIn. D tier. Soz. Okay everyone, so here's the final list. You can clearly see one GOAT product at the top there. It's been pretty unanimous, and some not so good products at the bottom. So in summary, don't use a toothbrush to clean your bike. If you have any disagreements, let us know in the comments if you agree with us, or if you want to buy any of this, we've got links in the description, or come on into store. We're going to be doing a few more of these videos. Next time I believe we're doing tubeless, we're going to be doing locks, and we're also going to be doing gizmos and gadgets for your bike. Okay guys, bye.